Welcome back, everybody.
Howdy ho. We've been gone for a while.
We thought we were going to bring you Shadow this round, but we're bringing you some Phoenix instead.
I'm a little biased. I think this is a little bit better.
Yeah. This deck is pretty sweet.
So anyway, Teddy mentions that he had his best line against Stress Guy that played a timely on the sack. So he dismembered his own Snapcaster and then had the same amount of creatures for actual nothing.
That's pretty
And then
great.
he bolted and killed him. So I think Kyle watched me do some pretty interesting things versus Timely at the Open.
I don't remember. So.
Okay. So I was playing against Blue-White Control, and he cast Timely. He had 3 more life than me, so I decided to Lightning Bolt myself. So he just got a bunch of guys,
Makes sense.
which didn't really do much.
Yeah.
And then there was another time earlier in the match where he had Path, Snap, Path, or Path, Path, Snap, Path. So it was three paths. And I found a lot of Arclight Phoenix, so he was gonna get through all of them, which was nice and annoying. But I decided to Lightning Bolt one of them in response to one of the bolts, and I could just hear him whisper under his breath, "Oh, well, that's not good."
Yeah. That way you can just keep getting it back.
Yep, and the Phoenix definitely did more than 3 damage that game. So
Well, Justin has a whole lot of not much experience with this. I believe you only played against it, the once against Julian John?
yeah, but I mean, me and you tested this for a while
The Tron?
afterwards.
Yeah. It definitely seemed pretty coin flippy. It really just kind of felt like if Tron had Tron on 3, then they'd win. But Thing in the Ice was one of the most relevant things, just providing the quickest clop.
Yeah, one violence. I tend to agree with you. Snapcasters should be in most blue decks, but it's definitely not in this Arclight Phoenix deck.
Why not?
I couldn't tell you, man.
It flashes back Faithless Looting.
It's probably because it's 2 mana intensive. Most of your decks got to be like, under 3 mana, and Snapcaster is going to be 3 mana by itself at best.
That's fair. I mean, what if you get back a gut shot?
What if I get back a gut shot?
Then
it's 2 mana and 2 life.
That's not even a whole lot of mana.
Yeah, and then I probably don't have a 3rd spell to also cast.
And then when you flip your Thing in the Ice, you put it back in your hand and you do it again.
That's really a point. All right, we're gonna see if he's always got the turn 4 Ulamog here. We're gonna see how true. He just has natural Tron.
He has
I want to
natural
point that
Tron,
out.
but nothing to do with it. Well, he has an O-Stone. So that's pretty
Excuse me, sir. Arclight Phoenix is 0 mana. Except for when they have Rest in Peace, then it's 4 mana. 4 mana, 3 damage. It's good enough.
Crackling Drake is 4 mana.
Aggressive. I don't know if I agree with this. I mean, it definitely depends what his hand is, but I definitely like holding cantrips to do a bunch of things in one turn instead of doing it all in once. I'm guessing it looks like he kept the hand of a bunch of cantrips, no threats, though.
Well, there's that Arclight Phoenix you'd rather have on turn 1. So does he have a Thing in the Ice here?
He's going to have to draw it. I don't think he has one in hand. He's going to have turn 4 Olog anyways. That's what we're testing here. It matters for EE. Yeah, Schlubber Schlobber. I think that's what I alluded to after saying I don't know. I thought it out loud. Oh, he does have the Thing. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy for the deck to flip this on turn 3. So
If he has Manamorphose, he can. I don't think he can otherwise. That's Crackling Drake, Faithless Opt, Arclight. No, it's Gut Shot, Arclight Opt.
Yeah, so he's only got 2 spells in his hand. He's got the Gut Shot and the Opt.
No, that's 2 out of 3. It's, I mean, to be fair, Tron can produce more in one color, but they have 5 board wipes main already.
Yeah, they'd rather just use an Oblivion Stone than an Engineered Explosives.
Oblivion Stone or Ugin. It's the same mana. So, he's casting this.
Warm Coil he's going to be able to cast next turn. Yeah, this game's not looking very good for Patrick. Yeah, he's got double gut shot, lightning
Well,
bolt.
I mean, gut shot doesn't do that much, right?
Well, he's gonna go lightning bolt, gut shot, flip the thing, hit you for 12.
12. Well, he doesn't have a way to discard. Yeah, I don't know why Patrick's doing all this sorcery speed.
Because he's planning on flipping his thing. He's just
Oh,
gonna
this
cast the
turn.
gut shot.
Oh. This is going to be real bad for Patrick then.
Well, when he casts the worm coil?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Or
then
the...
I'll just flip his thing again and bounce it.
Well, no, you can't flip again.
Oh, rough. So how do you like those smoke sleeves?
I do like smoke sleeves for not flips. Yeah.
All right. Well, he's down to 8.
Yeah. Then. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like trying to force the thing in the ice to flip that turn.
I mean, I feel like it's pretty good against everything but a worm coil.
I mean, it's only good versus Karn, really. It's only bad versus Karn.
I mean, it also seems pretty bad against worm coil.
Well, if you flip it right there, like, if you don't flip it, like, the only reason to do it is if you're worried about Karn.
The only reason to flip it that turn?
Yeah, is if you're worried about Karn. Otherwise...
I mean, what do you get from waiting? Like, if he doesn't have a worm coil here, then he could just get another attack in with it.
Sure. I don't know. Like, I'd be more tempted to cast things more sorcery speed. I mean, that's just how I would have played the turn. Is I would have passed the turn, cast an opt, seen what he did, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then gotten the opportunity to flip.
How's it going, Mono Green Scrub?
Yeah, Teddy, I talked about that a minute ago. I guess you weren't here for it. Decided to run off on me. Yeah, that seems that's a very nice play. Very convenient for everything to line up there for you. Was being flashy. I mean, I guess so, since you could just lightning bolt your opponent, probably, and kill him with timely on the stack.
Who would want to do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now Patrick's like in the hopes of this crackling Drake getting the kill.
See, he doesn't have a turn for Woolahawk. He never has it.
Didn't have it this turn, Paul.
Paul lied to me.
I agree. Paul's a liar. And he drew Relic Virginitas. I guess he doesn't plan on popping that chromatic or the Oblivion Stone this turn.
Yeah, I guess not.
So, do you attack into the thing in the ice?
I think you do, but
What could possibly go wrong?
right.
You're not getting the life otherwise, and it gives Patrick a chance to possibly find some kind of answer. I don't think there's one in his deck.
I mean, even if he was able to answer it, he'd still get the tokens. Like, I feel like the most likely answer to it is like a lightning axe plus a gut shot, or a lightning axe plus a bolt or something.
I like the attack. I like the attack.
Getting Patrick down to 4, putting yourself back up to 14.
Mm-hmm. So back down to 7. I mean, realistically, Patrick can race.
I mean,
So-
he can't even get back any Phoenixes now because of the relic. Like, that was his best out.
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and trade here. I mean, he's kind of forced to. Like, you can't really go down that low and then play more things into an Oblivion Stone. Terrell knows he doesn't have to pop the Oblivion Stone, so. Also, yeah, looting into Double Phoenix, it'd have to be Manamorphose into looting plus spell and 2 Phoenix.
I mean, still that wouldn't work because of the relic.
And the relic would have to not be there. Is the entire line that would have to happen. So there's 1 Phoenix. No, it's a looting. No rust in peace for Tron.
I have seen some Tron this play.
Yep. I'd say I've seen most of them just playing relics, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
No real reason to go all in on the hate because there are times when it just doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I appreciate Patrick fighting the good fight here, you know, not just scooping it up. He's just popping now. I disagree with this.
Yeah, that seems wrong.
It's pretty aggressive.
I mean, this is why you don't concede, right?
Yeah. Sure. And then there's definitely a world in which he doesn't draw land Crackling Drake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if that was just 2 Phoenix and his other cards in hand were 2 1-mana spells, like 2 Lightning Bolts. Well, I guess it couldn't be Lightning Bolt, but like opt Lightning Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Terrell could just be dead.
Yup. The correct play is to Banefire, X equals 0, Manamorphose, Looting, Scoop.
Yeah, I agree. That makes sense.
It is a play you can make. All right. We're going to have the... Oh, he has another relic, too. Jesus.
Makes
Not
sense.
even a turn 5. That's another Worm
and
Coil.
another Worm Coil.
Yeah. All right.
Not even casting it.
Nope. No reason to. Worst comes to worst, he's going to have to blow up the Oblivion Stone. He's going to play a Crackling Drake, though. Last week of work? Are you off the remaining rest of the year, Paul?
So it's what, like 9 power? That's what it seemed like.
Mm-hmm. Seems likely. All right, pass. So do you trade with Lifelink or Death Touch one?
Probably just block the lifelink one. So that way you have the Drake stuck around to block the other one.
I guess there's a world in which you could 20 your opponent next turn, in theory.
It is possible.
Sounds nice for both of you. Be a very long, you know, rest of the week or whatever. So 5 mana, main phase popping? I guess
you put a fate counter on the lifelink worm.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that, though.
Oh, I thought he was main phase blowing up the Oblivion Stone.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't actually know. What is our schedule next week?
I'm told that it was talked about us being closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas. Since Christmas Eve is a Monday, and Mondays are new to us, so don't expect any popper for the next couple weeks. The same with New Year's, and I need to ask around and figure out if we're doing anything on New Year's Day, if we're going to be open then, because that's going to be on a Tuesday.
Gotcha.
But you can't, unfortunately, you won't see me and Kyle until next year, I guess it comes down to it.
Yeah.
Because next week is Christmas on Tuesday, and the week after that would be New Year's. So, yeah, you won't see us until after Columbus then.
Yeah, it'll be a little while. Well, I guess there's a judge call. Saw 2 cards with this hopped.
Ah.
Sticky cards.
I've never had that happen to me.
Never.
Going to Dallas for Christmas. That seems much better than staying here.
We're not going to Dallas for a while. We're going to Dallas when? In February?
February.
Gonna go play some Standard.
Sounds delightful.
I'm excited for it. Gonna go play some Golgari. Or
I'll
not
say
Golgari, some Gruul.
Right, yeah.
The
The new
other
set's
Genie
actually going to be out. I'll actually get to play not Tokens, but Tokens has been a delight.
Yeah. Yeah, Tokens has been pretty good for you. I'm just really hoping this new Domri's good.
You're getting real nervous, I can tell. Like, the art's bad. You know, Domri's apparently, there's a theory floating around where all the Planeswalkers in the next 2 sets are supposed to be under Bolus's control and all supposed to be taking over different guilds.
Huh.
So Dovin's in the next set, and he's taking the spot of Asperia as the head of the Azorius.
Okay. So you think that Domry's going to overthrow Borborygmos?
Yeah, that's what I was talking to Scott about. Scott's our judge here, and I said I don't know how that's possible, because first of all, you look at this giant Cyclops, Borborygmos here, and then you look at Domry, and you're like, I'm pretty sure that's how his Planeswalker Spark ignited in the first place. Is he decided to get into a fight with a giant and then essentially
his
died.
Planeswalker Spark ignited when he was buried alive, because that's what you need to do to be part of the Gruul. When he was buried alive, his body went into shock, and then he sparked.
Sure. To join Gruul, you must die.
They put a spell on your body to make it so you don't actually die from being buried alive, but you essentially will still suffer all the mental trauma that you would from being buried alive. And while Domry was underground, he sparked and teleported away.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. That's another thing in the ice. Patrick's fighting a good fight here.
Yeah.
Not sure
got
why,
another chump
but
blocker.
not sure why, but he's definitely doing it. Yeah, so Dovin took over for the Azorius, and then apparently Domry's somehow going to overthrow Borborygmos, which I still don't see how that is.
Mm.
And then the third Planeswalker is Kaya, which the Ghost Assassin is obviously going to kill off the Obsidian.
Makes sense.
So there's that, and then Raoul's taken over the Izzet, and then Vraska's taken the Golgari. So we know 4 of the 6 guilds have been overrun by Nicol Bolas, essentially.
Yeah.
Getting buried alive is so last year. Getting hit by cars is where it's at.
Yeah.
Well, we can safely assume that Luke is not a planeswalker.
Yep. He would have just sparked away.
Would not go through at all.
All right. So, what do you think happens in sideboarding here?
So the Phoenix deck is going to bring in 2 Ceremonious Rejection, a Spell Pierce, and Alpine Moons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of other cards I had in my sideboard that might have mattered.
You debated bringing in a Braid.
No, I did bring in a Braids. The Braids are pretty good because exactly Worm Coil and Oblivion Stone.
Yeah.
So I'd bring those out. I think Tron takes out the Karns. I think he trims on like a couple spheres or something like that. And then I think he can trim on...
I also like cutting Walking Ballistas. They don't do a whole lot. They don't really kill anything.
They don't kill things reliably, I guess.
There's a decent amount of relevant cards on his sideboard. He's got Thrag Tusks, Thought Knots, Surgicals, Grafdigger's Cage.
Mm-hmm.
All of those seem pretty good.
Yep. And from what I remember in our testing, it was whoever was on the play ended up winning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's this?
RJ Floyd. Thanks for the host, man.
Hosting us with 1 viewer.
Hey.
Pushing us over
We
the limit.
appreciate you. 1 guy.
Everyone counts. And we appreciate it.
Everyone does count. And we're at 66. And if we get 3 more viewers, we'll be at 69, and that'll be nice.
That actually just gave me a great idea. Instead of just tuning into someone's channel to watch, what if you just opened your own stream and then hosted yourself to watch them? Just sort of announces that you're there. We have not bought our stuff for Dallas yet, but we do plan on buying it here soon because the tickets are currently $170 Google flights, and I'd imagine they're going to go up drastically closer to that.
Yeah, we're told Dallas is the more expensive trip. So 67 guys, come on. Get 2 more friends in here, open up on your phone or something. Get us to that 69. Perfect, we did it. It's there.
We did it.
Very nice.
Nobody leave.
Nobody leave. Nobody join. We're right where we need to be. It's perfect. Yeah. But yeah, I've been told Dallas is the more expensive one to go to as far as cities. So, anyone playing some Band Spirits? RJ, you unfortunately just missed Band Spirits. We had that on camera last round.
Yeah.
You don't mind? Yeah. We'll probably have it figured out like beginning of next year. Dallas is what? March? February? God, why's everything in February?
Yeah.
So February is Baltimore, Dallas,
Right
Indianapolis? No, Indianapolis is the end.
In February, we have Baltimore, Dallas, and that's it.
Oh, that's it? I thought there was 3 weekends in February.
Nope.
All right.
There's
That's not
3
that
weekends
bad.
of January. January's Columbus, Worcester, and Indy. And then in March, we're pretty busy in March. It's every weekend in March. Syracuse, then regionals, then Philadelphia, and then Cincinnati.
Well, for the most part, we'll say 2 of those are here and 2 of those aren't, so that's not that bad.
Yeah, it's just going to be 5 weeks in a row.
That's what you're manning right now? Yeah. Unfortunately, our Bant Spirits player kind of got overran by a Shadow guy. You tell me. We currently have 2 tallies, and both saying it's a good matchup for Shadow and it's a good matchup for Spirits. RJ, where do you land between Grixis Shadow and Spirits?
Billy and Benner, we definitely should be coming to Syracuse.
I think Syracuse is New York, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think we're going there. We should be, at least. Card Market is organizing some tournaments, but it's only like 8 in the year or something like that. It's so hard.
That's rough.
Just on the aside from like Star City, it is so hard and so much like financial. What's the word I'm looking for? Like you're tied up financially here.
Yeah.
You're just putting so much money into doing these things that I understand why a lot of other stores and or like groups just don't do it. Like it's so difficult.
You need to have a very good result to be able to profit from it.
Or like not just one, it's got to be consistent.
Red, green, Eldrazi till you die. That deck is sweet.
Every time I picked it up, it's just it either steamrolls when you go Thought Knot into Reality Smasher, or it doesn't do anything. And I mean that's just probably because how I'm playing it. But is Swift Spear normal? Yeah, Swift Spear is normal for the deck. It should play 2 Swift Spears, and the Swift Spear draws are the nutty ones. So.
Then why only play 2?
I mean 2 is the one, how many I had in my deck. I would actually recommend going up to a 3 or 4, cutting the 3rd Crackling Drake and the Charter Course.
Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. That does sound rough.
Yeah,
obnoxious.
Say the Americas definitely have a nice privilege, or I guess North America has a nice privilege on. Or I guess just the United States, for that matter. I guess there's a couple in Canada. There's never any in Mexico. There was one last year, I think.
It's a rough time for him to draw that Manamorphose.
Directly after?
Yeah, had he drawn the Manamorphose to start, then he would have been able to have 2 Phoenixes on turn 2.
Yep.
He should be able to get them on turn 3, though.
There's a Manamorphose, so sounds like it. And it looks like Terrell's going to have turn 4 Tron, not turn 3.
Yeah, he will have Tron on turn 3, but it'll take him popping his Expedition map on turn 3. Oh, yeah, that's odd. Why did he not just go Tower map? Now he's not going to have it till turn 4.
It doesn't matter. He's got a tower in hand.
Well, yeah, but what if he just top decked the mine? You want to give yourself the out to top deck it.
Sure, but I mean, that makes sense, but...
Because he can go tower and then play Expedition map, and then on turn 3, next turn, he can use the 2 to pop it.
I don't think he's planning on doing anything before turn 4, and I think that's what his mindset was there, is he's not going to get to cast anything until turn 4. I agree with you that he should have left himself the out of just drawing the card.
Because that's what Tron does, is it always draws the card you need.
They just have it. Most notably, this means it will not be a turn 4 Ulamog yet again, Paul.
Never has it.
GP Magic Fest in Denmark. 29 had a blast in Copenhagen.
Also what this does is it doesn't give him the out to cast Ulamog on turn 4, because he can't go next turn, get Tron, then the turn after that play another tower.
Yeah. I don't think the complete GP Magic Fest schedule is out.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I thought they only had it for the first 6 months. I could be wrong, though.
It's typically how they do it, is 6 months at a time.
Yeah, I would imagine they have one somewhere around that part of the year, but or that part of the world. I would hope so, at least. But I mean, I know Wizards is pretty against like Australia for whatever reason, and most Asian parts of the world. First 2 quarters it is. Yeah, it's the first 6 months. Well, Lillian, I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I'll do my best. It was very cold in Virginia. Sorry, I blanked on where we were.
Over here.
Yeah, I couldn't move where it is.
Yeah, when we had the good old 18 inches of snow on the ground.
Yeah, I was say it was pretty cold. Nice attack for 10 here, so that's pretty good.
Casual turn 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, even if Terrell did your line, he's just dead anyways. But
yep, I agree. Even if he just top deck the other Tron piece and had 7 mana, I still don't know what he's doing with it.
mm-hmm.
He would need to have 8. And I'm dead.
Oh,
what do you know?
Couldn't beat it. It's shocking. Person on the play is 1. The data checks out.
Yeah. 1 in Ghent? I don't actually know where that is.
Oh, I see why Paul donated. He had to take first place back. Ghent. Stoneforge Mystic to go for mob turn.
I agree.
Yeah, it is. Too much consistency. Humans wouldn't be able to keep up with Batterskull every game.
Glad to hear it. 1 violence.
Eucalyptus, I don't think Twin should be unbanned ever. How big is the shop? Our shop is actually pretty big, to be honest. We just now got online, so we're not like that. We don't have too much presence on there.
You can kind of see how far back it goes behind Terrell, and then the entire front room you see there is doubled in size because there's another back room behind it. That's where we are actually. We're in the back.
Yep.
So
well, we're in between the back room and the.
We're in the middle room.
Yeah, we're in this like awkward locker room type thing.
Just to make sure none of the players can hear what we're saying when we're talking about cards in their hand or anything.
Yeah. Every now and then, Robert does scream very loudly, and
yeah,
it does give it away to the players on camera. And you'd be surprised how loud that is because, like, it's a good like 30, 40 feet at least.
Robert is the only person I can consistently hear on the other side of a convention center.
Yeah, with walls in the way and like at least 50 people in the store consistently that you can still hear him.
Mm.
Yeah. Just saying, 1 violence. He plays elves. And I've put a Batterskull on Is It Staticaster, and I'd be able to do that on turn 5 consistently.
Mm-hmm. That sounds scary.
Stoneforge Mystic was legal.
That sounds spooky.
Oh, you don't like that either?
No.
Oh. Just broken. Karn got nothing on that. How is the toilet like?
How is the toilet? It's toilet like.
I don't know if you really want to do that, Dig Dug. I've done it before, and it's interesting.
Just don't play beer pong with them. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, I'll say. That's fine. Just don't play beer pong with them.
Or just be prepared for some weird things.
No drinking talk on the stream. But water's really good for you, and me and Kyle should probably drink more of it, to be honest. We're sitting here talking, getting all dehydrated, keeping y'all entertained. And
hydrate or dihydrate.
Die. Shuffle song. All right. He just has Tower, Mine Tower. That's what I think his hand is.
And then is that a stirring?
That's a Karn.
So it is not.
No, it's a scrying.
Find the third.
That's a scrying. And see, this is why Tron shouldn't have. Why I don't understand why everyone hates Tron about it. Like, how hates Tron so much.
Well, just the fact it doesn't do anything till turn 3?
Or 4, most of the time. Like 3 if they draw well, 4 consistently. Faith is looting. He's doing this aggressively again, so yeah, he kept a lot of lands. Grabbing a drink.
Oh, he drew the map, so that's pretty good.
Yep, that's gonna be good. We're gonna crack this for. I'm gonna go with blue.
All right.
Oh,
one blue mana for you.
done it.
Is
He's
it-
got
is
the
it coming
double
on turn
tower.
4? I mean, it's gonna be coming on turn 4. It
Done it.
seems like. Hey, Paul, you should.
So 50% of the games we've seen today, he has had Ulamog on 4.
Nah, this will be 3/4 of the games, man. He had it on.
No, it's
He had it on the first game. He didn't have it on that game. He is going to have it on this game, and he had it on the game against Jordan.
well,
So
he had it on the game against Jordan. That's where it came from, but he didn't have it the first 2 games.
Oh, I thought he had it on game 1.
No, the game 1 he worm coiled Oblivion Stone for 100 turns.
Gotcha. Okay, then.
Having turn 4s, having 4 turns to kill your opponent. Fair enough. I'll say, I mean, what more do you like want in your want out of something like a deck that literally doesn't do anything until turn 4, that casts a 10 mana spell, hoping that it's good enough.
Right.
I agree. I used to be on the the plan of everybody hates Tron. You know, this is ridiculous. But after I sat down and thought about it. It's like, how can you be upset with a deck that like that? It's like, how can you be upset with a deck that doesn't do anything like that? So.
It is obnoxious at how powerful its threats are when it does get there.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I mean, it is definitely bad when, they just have, like, the turn 3 Tron, that no maps, no scryings or anything like that, and they just play Karn, and you're like, well, I played 2 lands.
Yeah.
And I died.
Then they exiled one of my lands.
Yep, and then I couldn't do anything. All right, so I wonder if Patrick is going to have a Ceremonious. It doesn't look like there's one in his hand. Is that 2 braids, it looks like?
Maybe he'll be able to Serum Visions into it. I mainly meme. I don't mind it too much. I hate Ad Nauseam, though. Yeah, I agree. Ad Nauseam is kind of obnoxious.
Yeah, one violence. I think a lot of people, in general, just mean it to be a meme at this point. But there are definitely some people who take it way too far.
I'm a pretty big fan of playing against Ad Nauseam. You just play Meddling Mage, and you name Ad Nauseam, and then they don't do anything.
I actually dislike playing against Ad Nauseam. It feels like nothing I do ever matters.
Yeah.
They just always have all the cards to interact, or they kill themselves with the spoils from the vault, spoils of the vault, or whatever it is. I can agree with that, Eucalyptus. KCI is not very interesting to sit across from or do anything like that.
Could have just stopped it. It's not very interesting.
You're right. I probably could have. Ad Nauseam's number 1.
I would have never guessed that Bob Nauseam likes Ad Nauseam.
I don't understand why Dark Confidant and Ad Nauseam's in the same deck, but I love it. That's good. It's good. It's a good combo. Alpine Moon.
Get him.
It beat it. DH
Just
DeRuse.
Just don't name the untapped one.
I'm gonna name
I would name Tower.
Ruse's Tower.
Yeah, I would just not name the untapped one so we can't Nature's Claim it and untap and cast their thing anyway.
That's a good point. 1 violence. That's what I should have done on camera against KCI. Just like F6. Wake me up when you're done.
Right.
That probably would have went over well.
Yeah.
Chat
That
would
would have
have
really proven the point.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
"Judge,
pull
can
out a
you
piece of
wake
paper.
me up when this
Pull out a piece of paper, write F6 on it. It's like put it on the top of your head. Just lay down.
I would have been a fan of it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, KCI is a deck. That's about all I can say about it positively.
Yeah, Justin, you forgot to bring a pillow to top 8.
I did. I did forget to bring them a pillow. Typically, I bring a pillow with me when I travel too.
Yeah.
And that's the disappointing thing.
All right, well, here he's going to tap the tower for green mana.
Ancient Stirrings, not Nature's Claim.
He's gonna get
I wonder if he brought
colorless
in Nature's Claim.
All of us. There you go. It's the colorless Nature's Claim.
It is. painful to think about there.
Just needs 3
Okay.
more turns.
Yeah, Patrick also had the gut shot last turn to be able to flip the thing in the ice and hit. That's good. Next turn, we're going to see the 4-mana Arclight Phoenix. And gut shot puts him to 1. So if he draws another gut shot, the game's over.
Yep. Seems pretty good. And Terrell was just hoping to top deck a Nature's Claim.
Essentially.
If he does that, he can cast a Nulamog.
Game's over if he top decks Nature's Claim, I think.
He drew another gut shot. Seems good.
All right. All right. Let's see if he sees the line. 4 mana, Arclight Phoenix. I'm going to attack for 10.
Some powerful magic here.
Okay. I'm going to pay 4 life and deal 2 damage to you. How delightful, how wonderful, how great that was
Phyrexian
on
mana
camera.
at its best. Let me just set these here.
Mm-hmm. I got it. I had it all.
Let me
You were just dead.
Set these gut shots here. Pay a couple life, and well, what do you know? You're dead.
You're dead. I had more life than you. A lot more.
So was Alpine Moon good there? I know you were saying you weren't the biggest fan of playing it against Tron because it doesn't do much, but was it good there?
It was just good enough, in my opinion. Like, it slowed him down the 1 turn that it needed it to.
I mean, it would have slowed him down a lot more than that.
Well, I agree. It definitely would have slowed him down more than 1 turn, but I think
The
all
1
it really
turn
needs
is
to
all
do is
needed.
slow him down 1.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it's good enough. Typically, I really don't like the card. I mean, it doesn't really do that much, but when it turns off Valakut or it turns off a Tron land, that's all you need it to do.
Right. Yeah, I mean, who would not make the trade of pay for a life, 2/2 damage? I mean, it's free. It's free.
It's
real
free.
silly.
And you get to kill people sometimes. If Char was just backwards, I think Char would be a much more playable card.
Yeah.
You know,
Go
4
for
to
it.
me, 2 to you.
Yeah.
So we do have some giveaways going on. We're not giving away tonight. We're going to do that next Friday, right?
Yep.
Friday after Christmas, we're going to be handing away a Ultimate Masters pack. 12/21. Okay, Friday before Christmas. So I guess that would be this Friday.
So in a few days, we're going to be giving away 1 Ultimate Masters pack. 25 points per entry, and you can have as many entries as you want. So follow, subscribe, or donate to get your points.
Yep. Oh, geez, we lost 3 guys. Back down to 66. Not nice.
Yeah, I can't believe they decided to take away our donations. I guess they thought we were having all the fun. Or not donations, our giveaways. They gotta get some other people give away the packs. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, it would help if the store actually had a booster pack of Ultimate Masters for us to give away. But currently we're sold out, but we're expecting more in. So,
Hopefully they thought that out.
Huh?
Hopefully they thought that out.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
Yep. So, charge up the taser. Ooh. I
Charge
forgot.
up the taser.
We were supposed to tase the Emrakul.
I wish we could tase each other on camera.
Who was it? The ninja?
Awkward Ninjas.
Yeah. He wouldn't let us. Emrakul was protected from taser that day.
Yeah, Demiz, that's why you're here.
No, I agree. I agree. I do like the quality of our viewers. You all are top notch.
I agree.
Favorite people to interact with.
I really enjoy sitting here chatting with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good time.
It's a good time. I agree. I ship the booster anywhere. How does that work? We'll ship it anywhere in the world. We don't care. And what else are... So we don't care. We'll ship it anywhere in the world. Doesn't actually cost that much anymore.
Yeah, no, we'll ship it anywhere.
So yeah, we don't care, man. Trying 1 ticket this go around. I like the 1 ticket plan. I'm pretty sure like the more you put in, the less chance you have. Just like, you know, the more lands you put in your deck, the more of them you'll draw.
I mean, Robert won last time, kind of technically.
What?
Robert won last time and he had a lot of tickets.
Robert's not allowed to win.
But he did.
He put 200 tickets in.
But
That's more than everyone else combined.
So he won.
Kinda.
Okay.
Sign the mythic and mail it to me. If you win, we will definitely do that, Lillian.
I'll let him sign the mythic and I'll sign all the comments.
All of them.
Nobody signs the uncommon.
Ship it to the moon. First NTG opening space in. I like it. I like it. Do the foil mythic, yeah.
That would be pretty great.
All right. Speaking of hydration, I think I'm going to get some water, sign off for a little bit.
Sounds good. Yeah, we're going to get some water. Take a quick break.
Hopefully we find somebody who's willing to play the 4th round for you.
That would be sweet.
If not, we'll figure out something.
All right. We'll be back, guys.